Welcome to the D.TO tutorial series. In today's video, we'll cover assembly management, a feature that solves many pain points for architects. This feature is designed to streamline your workflow, giving you all the data you need to make decisions in one central place with just a few clicks. For example, if you want to find values like the R value, fire rating, or other parameters, you normally have to dig through Revit's complicated interface, which can be frustrating at times. You can find this new feature in the company library on the platform. Just navigate to the 3D Assemblies tab to start using it. Here, I've uploaded a set of assemblies to showcase the feature's capabilities. The first thing you'll notice is that each assembly displays a lot of useful information, including fire rating, climate zones, R values, and classifications. This way, you'll have quick access to all the information you need to make decisions with just a few clicks. You can click this button to view additional images associated with the assemblies. To see the default Revit assembly diagram, simply click this button. You can also use the buttons at the top to filter through the uploaded assemblies. For example, here I'm using them to quickly find all the roof assemblies in the library. By clicking on any assembly, you can view more details, including the compound layers and other parameters that were extracted from Revit during the upload. You can also use these assemblies with a simple click and place workflow. Just click the Start Drawing button at the bottom right of the assembly and begin placing it in your Revit view. You can also link the 2D typical detail associated with the assembly and use it alongside the 3D assembly on the platform. This eliminates the need to navigate multiple libraries to find the correct details, making the whole process much more efficient. Now let's look at how to upload 3D assemblies to the library and prepare them for future use. On the left, you can see my Revit project with all the assemblies open. And on the right is the platform. We'll navigate to the 3D Assembly Upload tab. To get started, click the Import Assembly Types button, then the Start Import button. The platform will scan all the assemblies in the Revit file and list them for upload. After selecting the assembly you want, click the Upload button. The platform will then upload the assembly and extract all the associated data automatically. We're not done yet, we still need to link the 2D typical detail to the uploaded assembly and add any relevant data that wasn't extracted from the Revit file. To do this, go to the 3D Assembly tab and locate the uploaded assembly. Click on it and select Edit to add the relevant details. First, we need to apply a classification to the assembly. We start by selecting the assembly type, which is an exterior wall in this case. Next, we select the outer and inner modules. For the outer module, we choose veneer, and for the inner module, we choose metal framing. The classification system here is the same one we use during design sessions. After that, we link the typical 2D detail to the 3D assembly. Start by clicking the Link Typical Details button. You'll be prompted to select the typical detail associated with this assembly. Once selected, scroll to the bottom of the form to review and add any additional relevant information as needed. Finally, we can add an image to represent the actual look of the assembly. Click the Update Preview Image button, which will prompt you to select an image. Once the image is selected, your assembly is ready to be used in future projects. Click the Update Assembly button at the bottom right to complete the process. Now let's take a look at how this feature can be leveraged during the SD stages of the project. We call it Project Assemblies. Once you've created a project on the platform, open the project and navigate to the 3D Assembly tab. Here, you can assign assemblies to the project based on its needs. Click the Manage Assembly button to add or remove assemblies. Then click Confirm to save your changes and start using the assemblies in the project. You can use the simple click and place workflow offered by the platform to use these assemblies in your Revit project. With this feature, you don't need to preload Revit with assemblies you'll never use, which helps reduce the burden on your project. Now let's look at how 3D assemblies are leveraged to enhance the design session experience. This happens during the Smart Classification process. In this example, I am creating a design session. When the Smart Classification runs, the platform automatically recognizes the 3D assemblies being used from the company library. In this case, the platform recognizes the ribbed metal exterior wall and the concrete on metal deck roof assemblies from the company library. It then applies the classifications associated with these assemblies directly to the design session. This automation streamlines the workflow and makes the entire process more efficient. Make sure to follow the tutorial series to learn more. Thanks for watching.